All right, you guys, it is time to have some fun. We are going to do some hair chalks on her. We're going to do a red, pink fade. Like the ends are gonna be dark red and then like a magenta pink and then a light pink, and we're gonna fade it up to her blonde. So we're gonna do like a reverse melt. And the color chalks that we have are right here. So we have two brands we're gonna try. We're gonna kind of see which brand we like a little bit better. This one is like a no-name brand from China. And do you even remember what the brand was on these? But how much was it, like $20 for this kit? And then these are the gypsy sticks over here. And look at the difference here. I don't know which one's better. These ones I had before and I've been messing with them a lot and playing with the girls with them. And so we're gonna try both of them and see which ones we like better. These ones are a little bit smaller. You can see the size comparison here. Seems like you get this, I believe this kit was only $9 or $10 though, so it makes sense. These are probably twice the size. So you get what you pay for there on the little bit bigger ones. And we're gonna go ahead and go. So the colors we're going to pick out for her, I'm gonna use some of the gypsy sticks for the pinks because I actually liked some of the pinks better in the gypsy stick brand because they have this like dark magenta and then the brighter pink. And then we're gonna use this baby pink from the other kit as the melt and then some white to blend it up and a little bit more pale. So the first thing we're gonna do is grab our darkest color and we're gonna part her hair up and we're gonna start in the back. And we're gonna only do the parts of her hair that are blonde because it does work on the darker hair too, but I am not doing that. I'm gonna just do the parts that are blonde because the dark will be underneath on the back part. You can see that she has just her natural hair color underneath here. I'm just gonna leave that and let it be a shadow underneath. So the first thing we're gonna do is take down the first section about an inch or so of where her blonde starts. And to break up these, the first thing you wanna do is just rub them on some paper and it kind of breaks the seal because they have like a little bit of a waxy film seal on them that kind of keeps them together so they don't get all flaky. So you're gonna wanna get a paper. You just break it up a little bit. So that's gonna be our first color. And in fact, it even says to use like a hard piece of paper as you do it on the instructions. And you can put this in wet, and I think it goes a little bit better wet. But I found that after you do it when it's wet and you try to blow dry, then it really makes the hair feel like dry and chalky. So the best thing I've found to do is to either use water and just spray a little bit, like moisten the ends just a little bit that you're working on, and leave the rest of the hair dry. And that way it smears the color in really nice and rich, but it also doesn't make it so you have to blow dry the whole head again. And like when you blow dry it all again, it really does blow out a little bit of the powder too. So you get less of a pigment in the color. So I'm gonna go through and do this dark pink. And I might even layer it with a little bit of the red just to get it a little bit deeper down in here. Use water, just moisten it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna do both sides because this is a really thick section. And I don't want it to be splotchy. So make sure you get it nice and thick. And it takes a little bit of time, but these stay in for a few days. You can even wash your hair and they stay in for like 3 to 6 washes. Sometimes a little bit longer. I've had these stain my hair and take a couple weeks to completely wash out, but it's okay. We're just gonna keep doing that through all of the hair. And then we're gonna blend it up with a little bit lighter color. So I'm going through with this red now on the tips and just trying to like blend it in a little bit more to the deep. And this can be a little bit more blended up to the top, like really light mist with the water. I'm gonna really try not to do too much. And you wanna have a hard surface above it or underneath it. You want to make sure that you're going with the cuticle when you're rubbing this down. You never would be wanting to push it up against the cuticle. That will just damage the hair. So make sure you're always going with the cuticle in a downward direction. So I'm just using the white to kind of blend down the line a little bit in here so that it makes the pink a little bit of a more pale pink before it hits the blonde. I would definitely suggest to do this before you did anything permanent. If you were thinking about doing a permanent pink melt, I would try the chalks first to make sure that you loved it before you committed permanently to it. All right, so we have finished with the color chalks. You can see here, she has this pink ombre, and my hands are pink, but that's okay. We're just gonna curl with the flat iron really fast and see how it looks when we're all done. Check out that mohawk, it's awesome. So I'm using the Shape Iron Shape by Redken as a heat protectant spray. And then I'm just gonna do flat iron curls. And the hair actually feels a little bit chalky and it sticks together a little bit. So it's kind of difficult to work with, but I think once we put the iron shape in it and get it curled, it will hold its shape really good. So it'll be good, but for now, we just have to be patient. So I'm just trying to smooth out these ends just a little bit. And that's why I think this works better when you do it curly, because the ends, if they were gonna be staying straight and you tried to run your hands through it, it kind of would get stuck. So there's less hands running through hair when it's curled and kind of sectioned off into little chunks like this. And I think it looks prettier with a melt to have the curls. It kind of bends the line a little bit. Makes it flow better. All right, we are all done with our hair chalk and she looks awesome. My hands are pink. And she's going to the gym now like this, like so cute. And thank you for letting me do your hair even though you're not going out. She came here like ready to go to the gym and I was like, let's do hair chalks. So thank you. And thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great day and we'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, and guess what? We forgot to have her do a spin. So why don't you do a spin? Show off your beautiful pink melted hair chalked hair and my beautiful pink hands. I know. I don't know what to do about them, but anyway, see you later. Bye.